Hey, it's on mute. Your mic is on mute that side.
Another big interview.
The world's biggest stars.
On the 947 Top 40 with Zweli. Hey. Powered by CTM.
Are you ready?
Hello?
Yes, awesome. Anne-Marie, how are you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Got a couple of questions for you. This is so weird to see you there in person.
Hello.
You're so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, look, I had read a couple of months ago when we had all just gotten into lockdown that you were feeling a little bit irritable, angry at times, and it probably because, you were cooped up for such a long time. What is a worldwide pandemic, something like this? I mean, how has it affected you, as an artist, as someone who loves, the outdoors and that sort of thing, and your fans?
Yeah, it's been really hard because my favorite thing is to travel to different countries and experience that human contact and energy with the different people around the world, and I've really missed experiencing the different cultures of the world, which is one of the main reasons why I love touring so much, is experiencing that. So it has been tough. I haven't enjoyed it too much being indoors, but it's given me time to reflect, think about things, figure things out, and also enjoy the release of new music, which is normally quite hard to do because I'm normally on tour, and releasing a song is kind of secondary in my brain somewhere else. But right now it's like right here and you're releasing a song. So it's been different.
All right. And how does it affect, your creative process as well, as an artist?
It's been I've learned a lot really about that, because normally I'm the type of person to go out and experience things and then write about it. And obviously I haven't been able to experience anything apart from my couch. So I've been trying to learn how to write differently and draw inspiration from different things and seeing different things. So I've actually enjoyed trying to figure out new ways of writing and stuff like that. So it's been cool.
Very nice. I'm actually so glad you brought up songwriting. You're such an incredible storyteller, one of my favorite songwriters, and I'm a words guy. And just want to find out, growing up, were you always into writing, telling stories, that sort of thing? And if so, if you were, when did you decide that I'm going to take that creativity and put it into, music as a creative form?
Well, I always loved listening to artists that always had something to say. I feel like I listened to a lot of Lauryn Hill and Eminem and Alanis Morissette, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yes.
A lot of those people really spoke about real issues going on in the world. And I always relied on listening to that kind of music. So I knew that if I was to ever write my own stuff, it would always have to have something to say and a meaning behind it. So growing up to that kind of music definitely inspired me to who I am as an artist. I guess I always loved poetry when I was younger. I was always rhyming stuff with each other and making words connect with each other. And I always loved singing. I just never really understood from a young age that you can actually write music and be a singer at the same time. So as soon as I wrote my first song, I just said to myself that I'm never going to do anything else. This is my favorite thing. So from that moment, I haven't stopped writing songs.
And we hope you never stop writing songs, just by the way. Is, writing music for you, is it a release or an escape, for maybe lack of a better word? Some people see it, as work. And I get the impression that the relationship is a little bit different, with you and songwriting.
Yeah, I sometimes don't even realize that I'm letting my own feelings out. Sometimes I write a song and I listen to it afterwards and I go, wow, I didn't actually realize I was feeling that way about that. So it's almost like a subconscious therapy that I didn't even know was happening throughout the amount of years I'd been writing. So I'm thankful for that, really. And I always tell people, if you don't feel like you can speak to a family member or a friend about how you're feeling, just write it down, because it has helped me so much.
Amazing. Now, I want to go through a list over here. We've got Marshmello, Ed Sheeran, David Guetta, Lauv, Gorgon City, Clean Bandit, Rudimental, Snake Hips. These are just some of the few artists and creators that, you know, have said that I need to work with Anne-Marie, or I have to have Anne-Marie on my record. What do you think this says about you, or about Anne-Marie, you know, as an artist, besides being clearly talented? What do you think it says about you?
I have no idea. I do often wonder why they want to work with me, but I don't know. For me, I've loved working with them because each of them brings something different to a song, and maybe that's hopefully what they feel about me. Hopefully I mean, I grew up in musical theatre, so I have a lot of I visualize a lot, and I feel like I need to tell the story in my emotion through my voice.
Yeah.
So maybe they feel that about me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I still haven't asked them really.
All right. Now we've been blessed with some new music this year. Birthday dropped a little bit earlier on this year, which has been massive on our top 40, by the way. And the latest single is To Be Young with Doja Cat. It's got a very reminiscent feel for me. It almost reminds me of 2002, from about 3-4 years back. And you managed to capture, you know, that reminiscence so beautifully. What sort of space do you have to be in, you know, to creatively get to that sort of, you know, creative space, I guess?
Well, it was a very natural conversation, actually, that it came from. I was in the studio with a writer called Billy Walsh and another writer called DeLacy. And because we were born in different parts of the world, we were just talking about what we did when we was younger and what our town was like and how we felt as a teenager. And the sentences just were just coming out of the conversation. And it just blew my mind that even though we were brought up in different places and we had different experiences, we all felt the same in a way that we didn't want to feel pressure about the future and know what we wanted to do and have a set plan. We wanted to be free and young and messy and live in the moment. And I feel like that needs to be told to young people and even older people. Like, you don't have to worry about the future too much. You just live in the moment and experience every day as it comes. And I feel like we need to tell people that a lot more. So I wanted to write it in a song.
Amazing. And you sort of answered this actually, but you know, there's always a message in your music, like we've got in To Be Young, you know, Birthday, such a young, wild, free, almost. It always puts me in such a good mood, you know, listening to that. And with all these messages, is that something that is, you know, intended, or do you sometimes, you know, finish writing a record and then afterwards go back and you think, wow, that's actually quite an incredible message I've got in there.
I feel like it's always an intention. I feel like for me, if I wasn't making music with a message, I wouldn't be making music at all, because I just feel like it would be a pointless I guess, stage for me to be on. I feel like music for me has always been there when I've needed it the most. And also throughout the years, looking back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, people relied on music to get them through situations. And I feel like we can't lose that. So for me, my intention is to always have that in the back of my mind. This song could help someone through something. This song could help someone through that. So yeah, it's intentional.
All right, awesome. Final two questions, I promise. What's in store for Anne-Marie fans in 2020? I mean, it's been a bit of a, you know, up and down year to this point. You've given us 3 or 4 singles, if I'm not mistaken. We've got To Be Young now. Artists hate this question, but is there an album in the works? Is there something like that coming soon?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very album person. I grew up listening to albums. There won't be a time where I'm not working towards an album. So it will be coming. I don't know when. I feel like at the start of the year, everyone had the plans figured out, and then it all got mixed up. So it might be this year, it might be next year, but until whenever it comes out, I'll be releasing music, a lot more music. So either way, you'll be getting music from me.
Exciting. Are you allowed to give us 1 or 2 secrets in terms of collaborators?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to collaborate with all new people, new
Nice.
producers, new writers, which has made my sound different and fresh. Obviously, you have Doja Cat on To Be Young, who's a new collaborator for me. And also, I wanted to work with people that I'd made relationships with on the first album. So there'll be more collaborations with me and Ed Sheeran and me and Marshmello. So yeah, you'll hear those.
Ah, that is super exciting. I just want to quickly note over there are many plants in there. High five to you for being a great plant parent. I've got about 5, and I see flames every single day of my life.
Well, I've replaced humans with plants, so they're basically my friends now.
Oh man, amazing. Anne-Marie, thank you so much. South Africa loves you. 947 loves you as well. And when the pandemic is over, all the madness is over, I really hope we can get a show in South Africa. If not, I am coming to the UK because I will find you and I will watch you perform.
Trust me, as soon as I'll be able to, I'm coming to South Africa. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to, so I'll be there.
Ah, wonderful. And thank you so much for the chat. Have a fantastic week ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Yo, #947 Top 40 CTM.